It really didn't bother me at first, because to be honest, I was still a young nigga. I had cartoons, PlayStation, and homework to keep me busy. So going out and all that social shit really crossed my mind. It wasn't until I got a little older, around the time when puberty hit, I got a lot taller,
My voice got deeper.
I got a lot more aggressive. And now all of a sudden, I started looking at girls differently, man, like the beautiful queens that they were. And for some reason, my appreciation for them had me thinking about wanting to spend more time with them. Basically, I started catching feelings. You know what I'm saying?
I get those goosebumps every time. I need that.
Hi. Hi, my name is Lesoro Manoe. I'm Tidiso's younger sister. I'm years old.
They don't care. They don't care. Tell them to subscribe. To like
Okay,
and subscribe.
Subscribe.
Wait, why should they subscribe?
Because you're cool.
How would they know? Like, can you please define cool?
You guys are cool. You're the first person.
Oh my god.
Subscribe.
I know y'all are probably expecting me to come up here and talk shit about growing up with strict parents and all, and I can't blame y'all. I mean, when you talk about not being able to go out as much, having little to no social interaction, getting dropped off and picked up from school, which meant no time to kick it with the homies, not having your own personal phone, and my personal favorite, curfews. I feel like if I made this video a few years ago, I would have probably come on here and talked about how much I hated it and how much I wish things were different. But honestly, having gone through what I've gone through and all the life experiences that I've had to deal with, I've learned to appreciate the way I was raised, man. For starters, not to bash anyone or nothing like that, but by me staying indoors for most of my childhood, that did kind of delay me from doing a whole lot of dumb teenage shit that my peers were doing at the time. Man, you already know what I'm talking about.
Do you want to be young? Yes, we want to be young. 'Cause be young makes me laugh with everybody.
And at the time, even though I did kind of feel left out, because let's be honest, man, who wants to be stuck indoors watching the news and dumb shows while everybody's turning up, right?
All of the strength to fill up a tank, 400 the paint. I make your moves in some movie, you don't sing along. You feeling secluded, you writing the song. Going in the groovy and I'm taking her home. She looking fruity, little shawty a peach. I bend her over, told shawty to reach. She do what I want, cause little shawty a freak. That my little shawty for real. That my little beaty for real. I'm at the Dougal for real. VIP section for real. We in this shit for real. We fucking bitches for real. No, I'm tripping. Flip.
So yeah, man, to cut the long story short, I grew up as a good kid, man. I wasn't perfect by no means, but I can honestly tell you that if I had it a little bit easier, I probably would have fucked my life up. Okay, so enough with the motivational speech. I'm sure y'all are probably wondering how exactly I went about my life, coping and dealing with strict parents, because obviously I must have figured out some type of cheat code, right? Well, here's the thing. Growing up in a strict household makes you a good kid by default, because you're always trying to stay out of trouble to avoid getting your ass whooped. It really didn't bother me at first, because to be honest, I was still a young nigga. I had cartoons, PlayStation, and homework to keep me busy. So going out and all that social shit really crossed my mind. It wasn't until I got a little older, around the time when puberty hit, I got a lot taller.
My voice got deeper.
And now all of a sudden, I started looking at girls differently, man, like the beautiful queens that they were. And for some reason, my appreciation for them had me thinking about wanting to spend more time with them. Basically, I started catching feelings. You know what I'm saying?
I get those goosebumps every time. I need that hype. Throw that to the side.
And the fucked up thing was, I didn't have a phone at the time because my parents thought I was too young to own one. So that meant when I did have a girl, I only saw shorty at school during the day, And in the evening when everybody was laid up texting their boo, my dumb ass was in the bed staring at the ceiling all night, waiting for the next stage just to see shorty again. And believe me when I tell you, man, that shit pissed me off.
So lonely, Mr. Lonely.
But hey man, you know, with everything, we all know there are ups and downs, pros and cons. And the upside to my little situation was that since I couldn't get through to shorty through text, that just naturally made my face-to-face conversations smooth and stronger, you feel me? And over the years, I slowly transitioned from being that shy little kid to a ladies' man.
My nigga.
So eventually in my older years, I didn't rely too much on the text game to leave an imprint on shorties. I mean, I still do text and all that, but I really have those open-ended conversations, especially when it's with a girl I'm really into. Alright, so even though I was confident with my game with shorties face-to-face, I still had another problem, my guy. I couldn't invite any of the honeys I was talking to over because, as you may probably have guessed, my parents were home almost all the time, bro. I mean, even if shorty was down to come through, I just knew that it was almost impossible for it to happen unless I didn't mind getting my ass whooped.
So get your ass in that come through.
And before y'all get carried away and start thinking about no crazy shit, I was only inviting them over to help me out with my Tekken 5 story mode and math problems, okay?
Gotcha, bitch!
I tell a nigga don't dick ride, don't blink ride, leave it.
So enough about the girls, man. I want to tell y'all about something near and dear to my heart. Now if you watched my last video, I mentioned that I'm from Pico. And for those that don't know, Pico is a small town, you feel me? So there really isn't much out there as far as entertainment is concerned when compared to other spots like Gabs. Plus, everybody basically knows everyone, you feel me? Well, that's for like people in the same age bracket. So basically what I'm saying is, the place on its own did kind of suck, so people had to find a way of making their own kind of entertainment. And that meant someone you know, or someone that knows someone you know, would host a session, and there was always at least one every weekend sometimes.
Bitches not fucking, I come here. Bitches not fucking, I come here.
So you know, lucky enough for your boy over here, I wasn't a part of all that, you know what I'm saying? Literally, I would just bore myself to death and wait for Monday to hear about all the BS that went down that weekend. And as much as I really wanted to go at the time, I was so introverted that I wasn't even sure that I would enjoy it as much as I hoped to. So as time went on, it really didn't mean shit to me if I missed the most latest parties or not. I just didn't care anymore.
I don't really care what everybody gotta say.
Plus, let's be honest, that type of living exposes you to the wild side of the nightlife. And you know, at the time, you know, I don't think I was too keen on being a part of all that. You know what I'm saying? So you're probably wondering, why am I telling you all this? Listen, wherever you are, no matter your age, all I want to say is stay true to yourself, man. Because deep down, only you know exactly what you want. You know what you tolerate and what you don't. So yeah, go out, you know, have fun, enjoy yourself. Because I'm not going to tell you what to do or what not to do. From my own personal experience, it's best to have limits, my guy. And listen to your folks more. It's in their nature as parents, you know, to put your safety before your joy and fulfillment, and to want what's best for you, even though you may feel some type of way about it. They're just playing that part in helping you become the best version of yourself. It may feel like tough love right now, but like me, you'll appreciate it as time goes on. Trust me.
This look can never be edited. Shout out them niggas who credit it. I know that these niggas upset cause they see that I'm young and I'm getting it. Yeah, look, my mama told me I'm way too competitive. Cause I get that money, yeah, I get that money repetitive. Yeah, how you stay positive but your whole bank account negative.